Hey traders, welcome back to my channel. Today I am discussing scalping. So this is something you guys wanted to see. So I'm going to briefly go over just a few things, a few methods I use when I do scalp. I mainly swing trade. You guys probably know that. Definitely in the kind of conditions we've seen the last couple of months, I just find swing trading works better for me. I enjoy swing trading a bit more. Scalping is fun and I do it time to time. I have some really, really great strategies that I use. And today we're just going to kind of get into the beginner's level stuff and a little bit about how I set up my trades and stuff like that. I'm not going to go over my specific strategy. If you guys want to see that, you can check out my course or you can stay tuned. I might go over a little bit more detail later. But for today, we will just go through kind of the basics that I look at when I'm scalping, okay? So there are a few pairs that I like to trade. UJ is one of them. I like to trade UJ. I like to trade, or sorry, scalp UJ. I like to scalp GJ. Basically, I like to trade or scalp high volatility pairs, right? So we're going to look at G or UJ alone today. I keep messing up my pairs. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to look at my overall trend, which, I mean, with UJ lately, she's been kind of everywhere. And that's fine when we're scalping, actually. Usually you'll hear me say that I wouldn't trade in these conditions, but when we're scalping, that's actually okay. I will, though, go out to the higher time frames, out to the 4-hour, and just see what we've been doing overall. And we are trending down. Now, we're seeing a bit of a some upward momentum there, but mainly because of news. But we have been trending overall down, I would say, okay? Not a super strong, it's a pretty weak trend. So next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my 15-minute chart and just kind of see what is happening, what areas we're looking at. I can tell you right off the bat, just by eyeballing this, and you guys can probably see this too, we have an area of resistance right here, right? Now, I'm not going to box in a zone or anything like that because when I'm scalping, I'm not really looking to do that as much. But I am seeing immediate rejection here off that zone. So then what I'm going to do, once I have an area of rejection or support, I'm going to go down to my lower time frame, which would be the 3-minute or even the 1-minute. But I do like to use the 3. I just find that's a bit better for me. And I'm going to wait for this candle to close, okay? And then see what happens. So it's going to be a little bit more waiting in this video than what we're used to, or what you guys are used to seeing in my videos, but I can't really make things move along any quicker. Sorry, y'all. I am just going to write in here kind of what I'm doing. So we look for the trend on the 4-hour. We look at our 15-minute. For resistance and support. I don't draw zones in because we're not working with an area, right? We're looking for really fast movements. And then I wait for current candle close. So that's all we've covered so far. Now let's see what's happening. Okay. So this candle closed and I'm not seeing any rejection yet off of this guy. Okay, so I'm actually going to go ahead and wait for the next candle to close. Now I will forward this couple minutes or I'll cut it out because you're not going to want to just sit here and listen to me chat with you for 4 minutes, or for 3 minutes, but we'll wait for this candle to close and then we'll go from there. So hold. Okay, so candle is just about to close. All right, and we can see an immediate push down. So I'm just really quickly going to hypothetically enter this trade. So I'm going to move this line down to our entry. So we'll say it's about here, okay? That's where I would have entered because I waited for this candle to close, right? And I'll explain myself a little bit now. I saw rejection, right? And what is rejection? Really just a high wick, all right? So it's really important for you to understand your candlesticks. When it comes to scalping, candlesticks are extremely important. So just to reiterate, we waited for this 3-minute candle to close. Had I not seen rejection like on this guy, I would have not entered. Okay, I would have waited. We are going to place our stop loss. Now this is all hypothetical. I'm not going to open my MT4 and live trade. Just that's not something I'm going to do on my channel. There's some legal reasons for that as well, and it's just not necessary when it's just as easy to show you this way. So my stop, obviously our stop's going to be really tight, right, when we're scalping. So we're going to place it just a little bit above this previous high, and I'm going to make this red just to kind of show you where that would have been. And then so this is how I determine my take profit would be, sorry, I'm kind of stumbling all over the place because I'm watching that candle action. Very easy, you guys. I'm just going to take a short position. So I'm on trading view, right? I'd always have my trading view open as I'm doing this. So scalping is kind of like a lot of work in a way, because you're really doing a whole lot of things. It's a little bit multifaceted. So what I'm going to do is place this on my entry, okay? Go to my stop, which I know where my stop is, and I'm gonna make sure my target is twice as much, okay? And this is just a really easy way for you. So this is actually perfect. I've got a ratio of 1:5, okay? And I'm just going to wait for it to hit, and we're actually gonna take this, and we're gonna duplicate it, or clone it, okay? And place this here and make this blue. And we'll just wait and see how this trade plays out. I'll just kind of chat for another minute. If this starts kind of consolidating at all or being stagnant, I will pause the video again and I'll go back and show you how it played out. But one thing I did want to mention, look at your timing for this, okay? When you're scalping, you want to make sure you're doing it at a time where you are going to see some volatility, okay? If there's a lot of consolidation going on, you're not going to get those breakout candles you need. That's the only other point I wanted to make. I don't want to drag this on too much, so I am going to pause the video again, and I will come back and show you how this played out. Okay, guys, and as you can see, we hit our take profit. It did take a few minutes because we had a few candles of consolidation, and then we came right down and hit it. And as you can see, price is starting to kind of bounce off this area. This is probably another area of support if we go back, but anyway. So we would have got about 3.5 or 3.5 pips from this trade, which, I mean, it's not a lot, but our risk reward was really great. You're only ever hauling out a few pips when you're scalping. Now, sometimes your stop is going to be higher, so therefore you'll have a bigger target, and you may get 10 to 20 pips in one trade. It's not always going to be this low, but that's just an example. So this is kind of a condensed version of what I do. I hope it makes some sense to you. I do have a few other strategies that I can't wait to go through with you guys. Can you tell me if this made sense, if you liked it, if these are type of videos you want to see? I could certainly make another one like this or do a few more examples, but as you can see, it does take some time to film these, even when you're scalping, right? Because sometimes we get that consolidation, right? We're about to head into Tokyo session soon, so I'm going to go film another video, but I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and also turn my post notifications on because I'm doing daily videos, okay? So thanks so much again, and you can leave me a comment if you want. I'll see you guys in the next one.